Currently, prime gaps are viewed as undeterministic, but understanding the probable positions of quad primes, you can locate prime gap sizes of your choice. Because of odd factorial or n double factorial, where n is odd, we know every odd multiple of 15 plus or minus 2 plus or minus 4 is where quad primes can appear. As n double factorial gets larger, it incorporates more and more primes. And because plus 6 and then continuously adding 4, all the odd numbers will be divided in order, even at 6, 10, 14, 18. Divide in order by 3, 5, 7, 9. And the only place for primes to appear is at 2 to the power of n. With this, we know 2 to the power of n minus 1 double factorial will contain prime gaps equal to 2 to the power of n through 2 to the power of n plus 1 in general, because all even numbers outside 2 to the power of n are divisible by odd prime factors. For example, 2 to the power of 6 minus 1 double factorial will be prime gaps equal to plus or minus 2 to the power of 25 through 2 to the power of 25 plus 1 at either side of 2 to the power of 26 minus 1 double factorial. And there are possible primes at every position of 2 plus or minus 2 to the power of n, from plus or minus 2 to the power of 1 to plus or minus 2 to the power of 26, because every even number slash gap outside of 2n is divisible by a prime factor. There are only 52 spots for primes to appear to prevent a prime gap over 100 million. At minimum, there are 2 prime gaps of at least 32 million. A perfect set of prime gaps of this nature would have all 52 spots containing a prime and would showcase prime gaps decrease at the same rate they increase. But after some evaluation, I have determined 2 to the power of n minus 1 to multiply it by 2. It will be an even number before 2 to the power of n plus 1, meaning it covers even number placements up to 2 to the power of n plus 1. I personally meant 2 to the power n through 2 to the power of n plus 1 in general for all 2 to the power of n. So I'm still figuring this math out. So previous info changes to 54 spots preventing prime gaps of over 200 million, and 2 spots with a minimum gap of 64 million, and primes possible at 2 to the power of 1 to 2 to the power of 27. As a bonus, any list of odd numbers with even gaps and starts with 3 eventually collapses to n double factorial, which it's your choice to where to place that goal. If you want to make it 125 double factorial, it'll eventually collapse to that. Well, collapse to containing that divisibility in the factors. But if you use gaps in the form of 2 to the power of n, this allows for higher probability to yield k-tuples of various sizes and placements. So, in general, by understanding where quad primes can be, we can determine the size of prime gaps of your choice. And the largest prime gap right now is 2 million confirmed. 1 million or 2 million confirmed are both confirmed. And then a probable 16 million, but with this, that blows it out of the water. And thank you for listening. It just seems like the number line in the background is collapsing to produce spots for quad primes, even amongst prime gaps. And it would be nice, like I said, a perfect set of these prime gaps would have a prime at all 54 spots. Thank you for listening. Bye.